Hello, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shandra Lynn, and this is going to be your general energy reading for mid-June. It is timeless, so whenever you come across it, it is meant to be, but I'm recording it mid-June. It is general, so take it how it resonates with you and your life and your situations and your experiences. Disregard the rest. It's really focused towards the ethereal, the energy, your self-worth, your self-love, giving you clarity and understanding and all of that good stuff. And thank you so much for the likes, the subscribes, the comments, and the donations. It just keeps me in this energy of continuously feeling good about being in front of the camera. So thank you. And we'll go ahead and get started. So what I want to say really quick is I'm really happy now that I'm recording your reading because I had a couple of things to do before I could continue on with my readings today. And so when I finished up earlier, and I started making my errands, it's like an anxious feeling. So I'm picking up that you're anxious, you feel like there is more that you should be doing. You feel like you're not doing something right. You feel like you're not accomplishing something. There is just this unsatisfactory with yourself and the actions you're taking. And there seems to be a stuck energy that you're in. So the frustration's really coming from not being able to take action. And it's really bringing up anxiety. Whoo. I'm picking up your equilibrium being off, not quite feeling balanced either. Disoriented. Whenever you go to take an action, that's what happens. All of a sudden it's like your equilibrium's off. You're unable to feel like you got your feet good underneath you. Everything feels boom, 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 boom. Card for reveal, please. Those 2 or 3. Okay, so you got Lady with enjoy growth and reap rewards, and I feel like this is where that impatient energy, that anxious energy is stemming from, because it's almost like having a great harvest is amazing, but then you want to preserve it the best you can, right? Especially if it's supposed to sustain you for a while. So harvest is great, but it's not the end, because then you have to start getting all that other shit organized. So that's it's almost like this energy. Yeah. It's almost like something happens, some kind of a blessing, some kind of abundance, some kind of opportunity. Maybe it's more than one. And it's like you're wanting to jump into it, right? Yeah. And you're unable to right now. And it's it's really frustrating. I feel really frustrated. I feel kind of really pissed off, because it's almost like this sense of like feeling like you somehow are wasting a good opportunity, um, or not being able to approach it in a way that you feel will be energetically balanced and acceptable with whatever it is. Because you got the Hermit with retreat and recharge. So the one thing that I'm getting really, really strongly here is it's not a sense in, it's almost like I gotta flip your perspective for a second, right? This retreat, this recharge, this not being able to jump into action, it's not because you're unable to jump into the next stage. It's because you've elevated up. It's like you, like, think of like promotion wise. You're no longer the workhorse. You're the one that plans everything out. And it's almost, this period of frustration and this period of anxiety is you recalibrating to this new position, to this new higher energy, to this new organized energy. It's like the preserving and everything is going to occur, but you're going to lead it. And I know I just heard a Leo say, like, I know I always lead it, but you're usually all up in it, making sure things are done right, because it's like, what the fuck are these other energies doing? It's like, oh, okay, so like when you're in school, you're partnered up with other students. It's not like you're an adult out in the world and you get to choose who's your coworker or anything. When you're young and you're going through school, it's kind of like, you get stuck with who you get stuck with, and if you don't care for them, suck it up and figure out how to be cordial and humane and human to one another and get this project done. And I know that I'm picking up that you're used to almost like, there's a certain way that you want things. There's a certain standard that if you, Leo, are going to be attached to it, then it has to make this certain standard. So in the past, you did a lot of, made up a lot of work. You had to go over like shitty put together things from other partners and all of that to make the group presentation or the partner presentation acceptable to your standards, right? And it has been exhausting because it's like, hey, you've had to do it, you know. And it's almost like you kind of got into the repetitive pattern of just accepting it, like accepting it. This is what it's going to be for right now. This is going to be for what it's right now. And there for a little bit, it was like, oh yeah, I can't wait for graduation. It's going to be so much fun because I won't be forced to work with you basic bitches anymore. I'll be able to find other energies that will match me on my level, and I'll find other energies that will love the way, things are planned and executed, and, it. But it's almost like at the beginning, like you thought about that, right? Like this beautiful imaginative thing, and it was great because it was a goal point. But then you recognized, not even so much if you consciously recognized, it was just that you got busy into the projects and the group partnered up crap, and that's what you put your focus on, because you were ensuring that it whatever you presented was acceptable to Leo standards of Leo. And you just kind of got into that habit and that rhythm of it. Never, I want to say, never really kind of going, oh, graduation's going to be super great. Because you already know, you already stated, like, graduation's going to be super great. Graduations happened, right? And you are not going to go work with those basic bitches. And those basic bitches are not going to come work for you. I mean, they might if they're, if it's a cohesive fit, but other than that, you're in this energy of recalibrating yourself and reanalyzing, reprogramming, reconfiguring your program to suit, because you're no longer in this where you're doing a lot of the work, taking a lot of direction, because you're gaining this skill and you're gaining this wisdom and you're gaining this know-how. You graduated and you got the job, in a sense, like your dream job. And it's almost like you didn't realize, like, you got this dream job. So it was kind of like, well, where is it? What am I going to do? But you got this retreat and recharge, because it's kind of like your creative period. And then on top of that, the right energies have to come in to align with who you are. And that's why you got the mountains here, right? Stand your ground. The reason why everything kind of goes wonky when you try to go a certain direction is because you're no longer in that old energy. Turn your focus a little bit to now starting your dream. What was your passion? What do you want to create? What kind of team do you want to create with it? What kind of energies? What is the overall feel? That is the energy that you're in right now. Hope that connect with your emotions is under the card. So connect with your emotions with the Water Guardian. So with this Hermit Retreat card and with Miss Guardian showing up here, and to stand your ground, I'm thinking it's asking you to present your magic from in a joyful, like, feel it, like let it move you, that you sob so much that it's like you stubbed your toe or something. What deck? Like, what exactly is this new energy for you? Because, I mean, it's going to be something that you're passionate about, because it's going to touch your emotions. I want to say that it is something that is group orientated, though, is the biggest feel that I'm getting of it. Something about you're gonna build it using Okay, so I just find this funny because you got the mountains, right? And it's almost like whatever you're gonna create, you're gonna build, like, it's gonna support the foundation. Like, your haters are gonna support the foundation. Like, I'm just gonna build my foundation on top of all these bitches. And then the card that flies out is one of unconditional love in the East and messages from Spirit. So I'm taking it that is Spirit coming in and saying, like, don't worry about the hater energy. Like, the more dense it is, the more, I don't know. And something about having to go far. Like, this isn't, okay, so this is the area that you're in, so these are, your choices of other energies to work with is within the radius of this. Thank you. Um, see, that's that equilibrium shit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Like you're, whatever it is that you're going out and doing, like you get to create it specifically. You can go and search. Of course, we got the hater down here. That's why Spirit brought the foundation part up. I honestly am not sure what's going on with this. This just threw me. But this just like really, I don't know. I feel like all of a sudden it was like whoop, balance, feet in place, the wobbly is gone. But it's also like an alert. Like that's why everything came back really good, because of an alert. That's strange. Okay. We got unconditional love and messages here. You got surprises in the south. You got the shaman in the west. And in the north, I always forget what this god's name is, but he is the god of gestation, like that growth period before the harvest. So what I'm picking up is like this hermit energy is fixing to move into this mountain energy, because it's almost like that's what I feel like. Like this fucker is going to come in and try to be like, dude, you have to work with me. You have to work with me. My mom said so. And if you don't work with me, my mom's going to call your mom. And then you're kind of like, bitch, I don't live with my mom no more. Grow the fuck up. These two are like, you got the shaman, and then this is the dark shaman. It's like both able to vessel, information. But this guy, he like chooses to go the other way. He wants to get as much as he can, right? Very like materialistic, wants the finer things, is going to do whatever he needs to do to kind of get it. And then this one is very like giving, unconditional, like just like, you need some love, you need some help, you need some healing, like let me step out of the way so that energy can flow to you. Yeah, so I don't want to say it's not a battle or anything coming up. It's just that this is the surprise, but surprise in a good way, because like he's too focused on his things, right? And you see the demons down here. Now, what I want to say is these guys, what I wanted to bring them up in a second, because it's like he chose to really get connected to the demons as his guides, right, to help him navigate, because he is in love with the materialistic. He's in love with adoration. He wants everybody to come to him, and he's not really going to heal you, but he's going to take everything that you could possibly give him. And he is, in a sense, a divine teacher, right? Like, because it's time to start, like, don't give this fool all your shit, right? But then when it comes to these guys, like, right, they're going to be like, yeah, dude, get all you can, get all you can, get all you can. But when there are no energies willing to exchange energies with him, these fools just take from him. All right? And that is what's happening. because you see these mountains, you see the distinct line and the difference, right? That's why I got told, like, it should be a joyous time because right now it's an anchoring in, right? It's an anchoring in of something you're passionate about, something that's going to bring you joy, something that will reap rewards in the long haul, okay? And it is very powerful. Once again, you got another message card. And yes, it does feel a bit risky, but you are protected every step of the way. Source is staying in contact with you, and there are allies. You do have allies. I'm gonna leave it at that because that sounds good to me. If you are still here, thank you so much. I really hope this brings clarity and understanding, and I love you.